What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm having a little bit of a late start today, but for the most part we're still going to do these messages for the week of the 28th through August the 3rd. So July 28th through August 3rd, we're going to read the weekly energies for each sign, Aries through Pisces. Okay, now I also want to mention that, like, in the last reading, I don't know if it was like the collective reading that I did with the new moon in Leo or the weekly readings, but there was some cards still left over in my box that I forgot to get out, so I'm gonna make sure I get all the cards out. But for the most part, it seemed as though those cards wanted to be laid out for a reason. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna try and keep this brief as possible. Again, if you hear fans going in the background, just know I live in the South. It's hot and I'm sitting in my car, so we're just making it do what we do. Okay. All right, so let's get started. What's going on for each of the signs, Aries through Pisces, for the week of the 28th of July through the August 3rd, 2025? What's going on for each sign, Aries through Pisces, through the week of July the 28th through August the 3rd? What's going on for each sign, Aries through Pisces? Can you give me a tarot message for each of the zodiac signs, Aries through Pisces, for the week of the 28th through the August the 3rd? Can you give me weekly energies? What is going on with them for the week? Any messages I need to relay, please give them to me through each sign. What is the weekly energies for all signs, Aries through Pisces, from July the 28th through August 3rd. In the end, we'll do a collective message as well. All right. What's going on for each of the zodiac signs, Aries through Pisces, for the week of July the 28th through August the 3rd? What's going on? What is going on with each of the signs, Aries through Pisces? What is it? July the 28th through August the 3rd. 3 more shuffles. Let's do 3 more shuffles. And we're going to start off with Aries. 1. Whew. 2. 1 more shuffle. All right, let's go ahead and get started. What's going on? Okay, I'm trying to fix myself. All right, what's going on with you, Aries? What's going on with you this week? Can you give me some messages? Are you don't feel in your power? Ooh, Aries, you pulled the Death card, and the things that have flipped over was the Queen of Wands reverse and the Magician reverse. Something is out of your control at this time, Aries. Give me one more card for Aries for this week. Aries, you feel burdened by something. It seems as though with whatever this is that is burdening you or is making you feel stressed out, I think you're stressed out over something. You're stressed out over ending with something. And it's not making you feel balanced. It's not making you feel like yourself at this time. Can I get a clarification as to what this Ten of Wands is? Something's being revealed. Something's being revealed to you, Aries, this week. And then someone might be holding back some information too, but something's going to be revealed to you this week that causes a burden to show up in your life. I don't know what this is in regards to. Can I? Okay. Yeah, someone was unreliable in the situation. It literally disappointed you. I feel disappointment energy coming from this spread here. I do see, like I said, I just see the Death card upright, Ten of Wands upright. So I do see something's going to be revealed to you that shows up as like a burden of some kind, and it's not making you feel as great or as in your power as you want to be this week. So there may be something that comes through, something may be revealed to you at this time, because you did pull the High Priestess reverse, clarifying the Ten of Wands. So this is, it just seems as though it's a burden that is unexpected. An unexpected burden may come about this week, but no harm, no foul. You also may feel emotionally drained. I think also I think you're checked out this week, Aries. This is what I see. You're just checked out and you just feel burdened. That's what I see here for you, Aries. I'm gonna put these 2 cards back in the deck. We're gonna keep the other ones that we pulled for you this week here. Now let's start with Taurus. What's going on with you, Taurus? What's going on with you this week? Okay, make sure I'm seeing what this is. Page of Cups, right? You're not going towards something. You're not walking away from something. I think you're being, I can say this in one of many things. I think you're being stubborn and you're not willing to walk away from something that is not necessarily giving you the fresh new beginning that you want, or the fresh new start that you want. What's the Page of Cups here, please? What's the Page of Cups here? I think there was something's not able to close out in your life, and it's because you refuse to walk away from something. But it does seem as though you're dropping, like you're no longer wanting to stay in it. But why is the World reverse here? Can you give me a card? Why is the World reverse here, please? Justice card. 3 of Cups reverse. Okay, I can read this as one of many things. You did pull a lot of cup cards, which can represent like a romantic or love or just a connection in general with someone that you may have. Now, don't take it if it don't resonate. There may have been a third party situation and you may hear about it. There was some interference coming through. Someone was not being themselves. I think you was in a state where like stuff was constantly like going back and forth with you. You feel drained, but you're not willing to walk away, is what I see here. I need to check on some shit. But you're not willing to walk away. You don't feel bad. Like you trying to regain balance in the situation after something had knocked you off your rockers. But I do see, okay, oh my God, what's this card here? Yeah, I think so. Someone's closing off. Like they don't see a happy ever. Either you or this person don't see a happily ever after between one another. But neither one of you are willing to walk away from it in order to find something that actually give you, like, actually is more aligned with you, is what I see. It seems as though you're trying to fight, or you're trying to fight giving your cup of love to somebody because you don't feel like, I think you're trying to stand back and watch. You're not trying to necessarily fight things at this time, but it seems as though you're acknowledging that something's not right. But in any case, I do sense that like something's going to get revealed, or something. The scales are going to be balanced in one way, shape, or form. The scales are going to be balanced. However, this thing will balance out. Unclear. What's the Three of Cups? One more card. What's the Three of Cups reverse here, please? Flew right to it. Someone probably was not being honest with you or not being direct with you in regards to something, and it's causing an incomplete, like it's causing something to feel incomplete, causing something to not really make sense, but you're trying to hold back from making any type of moves until you actually get the answer or get the clarity that you need, is what I see here. So that's what I see for you, Taurus, this week. Okay, I'm put the other cards back, put the 2 that you pulled originally to side. All right, let's go. Gemini, what's coming up for you this week? Ace of Swords reverse. Ace of Swords. There might be communication coming through, possibly from a communication about some type of deception, possibly from a fire sign. It doesn't necessarily have to be. All right, one more card for Gemini. What's coming up for Gemini this week? You pulled a lot of cards, Gemini. So there's some communication coming through here. Just wanted to flip out. Like, I keep seeing the Queen of Wands reverse and the King of Swords. So I do see that, like, okay. All right. What's this communication about? Can you give me? Someone's not wanting to work on this. So communication gonna come through about someone not wanting to work on it. But it seems as though you might get over it, but you may be still kind of. Someone may communicate their pessimism in regards to something between you and another person, or in regards, it can be anything. It's a general reading basically, so take what resonates. But it does seem as though like someone's going to communicate that they don't see something working out and they want to get out of it because they don't see no happy prospects coming out of the situation. Because with you pulled the Three of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups reverse and the Ten of Pentacles. It seems as though someone don't see long-term stability in something, and that's going to be communicated to you this week, possibly. Also, there is the Sun reverse, which was in your original pull. The Sun reverse, the Six of Pentacles upright, and the Ten of Swords reverse. So it just seems as though someone's going to communicate that something's not working, and they want to get out of it. Like they want to end something, or you're in the process of getting out of something, or getting yourself out of something that made you not feel as great or as like yourself. But someone's just going to communicate that they do not see any long-lasting potential between something, like, and it seems as though like you or the other person tried their best, or this situation, you tried your best in this situation, but it just seems as though it's not getting off the ground the way that you thought it would. So whatever this communication is, just know it's just going to be something that you probably are already aware of, but it's just going to be coming to more, it's going to be made more apparent, if that makes sense. So that's what I see here. Communication of something not working coming to you this week, Gemini. Do I know what that is? It can be general. Well, what is it about? Can you give me? Yeah, something. It's just about something's just not working out. Like they just want, someone's going to communicate that something's just not working out. Their foundation is just not there. Like it's just not there. So that's what I see here, Gemini. That's what I see for you this week. Communication about possibly someone getting out of something because they just don't feel as though it's really worth the time and effort anymore. All right, let's come up for you, Cancer. What's coming up for you, Cancer, this week? King of Wands reverse. Someone's unreliable. Someone's not showing interest. Okay, someone's holding back from actually offering a cup of love to you. What's King of Wands reverse here? Possible Leo. Someone's not making a decision yet. Oh, there might be a third party situation involved. It doesn't necessarily have to be, like I said, take it as it resonates. But there is a lack of coming together with somebody. Someone who's possibly like arrogant, self-righteous, probably selfish, or someone that is just not reliable. Oh, little red bird. Little red bird. Anyway, I do see like someone just not making a decision, and they're holding back, and it might be purposely why they're holding back. Why's the Strength card here? Yeah, someone's just like, yeah, someone's holding back from actually moving forward, and it seems like they're trying to make a decision on something. They're not necessarily in go mode, or you're not in go mode in regards to something. It seems as though okay, read this in one way. There's someone that's holding back from communicating with you or ignoring a decision they have to make with you, and they're holding back because they don't necessarily have all the details in regards to something. Another story is that like there is a King of Wands reverse here there's a person here that's unreliable, that's purposely holding back from making a decision about you or about something that you guys, have. I do see that here. But it also means that you're probably not feeling as though you can make a decision on something until you get the full spectrum of what is going on. So that's what I see here for you, Cancer. Pretty cut, dry, and simple. That's what I see for you this week. Oh, I think I have, okay, the original pool. But it's a possible Leo, fire sign. I get that heavily, doesn't have to be, or it could be you. You might have a lot of fire in your chart, or someone just might be embodying fire energy. It can be male or female, doesn't matter. King or queens, it just basically energy. All right, what's going on with you, Leo? Three of Wands, what are you looking forward to? You're looking forward to moving on from some type of deceptive deception that has taken place with you. I think you're trying to set your sights on something and you're letting go of what no longer resonates. Lots of through, which, oh yeah, you're looking away from, like, you know, what has transpired. It seems as though, like, you're getting out of a period where you felt as though you was betrayed in some way, shape, or form. And you gotta focus on letting that go this week. What's the Four of Pentacles? Yeah, you're gonna focus on letting go what you thought was and start focusing on, or start working on the things that actually will bring you this long-term stability that you crave. Yeah, you're gonna get out of your head and you're gonna get out of your own way, and it seems as though you're just gonna start focusing on the things that, you know, you can start building on, versus like focusing on the things that did not work out for you. It seems as though you're also healing from some type of deception that has taken place in your life, possibly. That's what I do see here. One more card, what's the Five of Swords? Yeah. Also, I think there hasn't been a decision that was made in terms of something not coming together that you wanted to. Something that hasn't came together the way that you wanted it to. I do see that here. And it did make you feel some type of way, but I think you're just going to focus on your stability. Building long-term stability with something that actually is worth your time and worth your energy, versus focusing on something that actually wasted your fucking time, is what I see here. So that's what I see for Leo this week. Virgo, what's coming up for you this week? Something might be revealed to you. What's coming up for you, Virgo, this week? What are you're working? Okay, hold on. There's one more card. What's coming up for you, Virgo, this week? You're trying to debate on if you want to work on something or not, and it seems as though you're leaning more towards not working on something. Something that you once felt you had to control, or you felt as though it had a pull on you. I think you're just trying to debate on whether or not you want to work on it, or you're ignoring working on something that you know is important at this time. What is the Eight of Pentacles here, please? I think you're working it on, okay, yeah, you're working on balancing yourself out and making more sound decisions in regards to something. What's the Two of Swords here? What's the Two of Swords here, please? What's the Two of Swords here? What's the Two of Swords here? There's too many cards, but I'll take it. Okay, I think you're ignoring the decision. Like, I think you're trying to avoid, yeah, you're in decision mode. Like, you're contemplating something, Virgo. It seems as though you're trying to balance out your scales at this time, because you did pull the Temperance card. Upright, clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. So it just seems as though you're just trying to work on, like, you know, what you can work on. But it also seems as though you're ignoring, I think you're trying to avoid your healing in a situation that has transpired with you. You're ignoring the urge to do something. You're ignoring the urge, like your disappointment, and you're just going to focus on your coins. You might just be I think you're trying to get out of, like, your own way. But I also sense that you're trying to avoid the pain that something has caused you, and you're just going to focus on your work at this time. It seems as though you're just not trying to focus on the disappointment or the things that have basically just dropped the ball on you. I got that for you in another reading. I know it was a few weeks ago. Yeah, this wonderful. Yeah, I think something just really disappointed you and literally dropped the ball. So I think right now this week you're just going to focus on your work and focus on tempering your energies, versus focusing on something that disappointed you in a way that, you know, that you just want to move away from disappointment at the time. You're just ignoring something. But also, I do want to say, like, while you can focus on your work, there's nothing wrong with that, you still got to focus on healing, so the situation that has transpired does not come up and affect you in a different way later on down the line. I'm not saying that it would, but, you know, proper healing is way more essential as well. So just keep that in mind, okay, Virgo? All right. So now let's go to Libra. What's coming up for you, Libra? Okay, that card wanted to show us up. Oh, something broke your heart, Libra. And I think you're gonna find yourself moving away from it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Libra, it seems as though there might be some communication about some type of heartbreak, or something may come through that make you recognize that, like, Something's gonna break your heart possibly this week. Let me see. Why is the Three of Swords here, please? Oh, that's too many cards. Someone may be contemplating on communicating something with you. Someone's not feeling emotionally happy or stable in something. What's the Hierophant here? Libra, I do sense that. I think you're dealing with heartbreak this week. You may come, like, communication may come in from somebody about ending something possibly. They no longer want to work on a commitment or connection with you, possibly. Yeah, I think it's about someone's going to communicate something with you in regards to, like, you know, they probably don't see. Okay, I hate this. That's one more card. Let's do the Swords here. Yeah, I think a cycle is going to come out. Like, a cycle is going to come to an end based on some type of communication that you received this week. Whatever this communication is, it may be deceptive in nature. It may just, like, it may, how can I put this? It's not good communication is what I can say. You also pulled the Wheel of Fortune reverse, being clarified by the Three of Swords. It seems as though there's a cycle that's wanting to come to an end, but you're not allowing it to come to an end. Yeah, I think someone's going to communicate that they want to get out of something. That's what I sense here. They want to get out of something because they no longer see potential in whatever this is that you have with you or this other person or whatever this, like, commitment that you have. Or it can be job related, it can be relationship, it can be anything. It's a general reading, but I do sense that someone want to get out of connection this week. It may be you or the other person that want to get out of connection, or you may be communicating this to a person that, I don't see this happening, but it may cause heartbreak, obviously, whenever you leave something, especially when you care for it dearly, or someone, or you spent a lot of time around this particular thing. Of course, it's going to make you feel sad, but, you know, just allow yourself to feel how you feel and allow yourself to heal through, you know, just allow yourself to heal. There's no time frame on healing. Healing is, you know, infinite. You can always take time out to heal, okay? But that's what I see here, okay? Libra, everything's going to be all right this week. Whatever this is, don't let it bog you down, okay? Oh, wait. These are... I just want to put this right. I know from some Fortune reverse. Okay, this is... All right. Scorpio, what's coming up for you this week? Oh, it might be a career opportunity that comes to you, Scorpio. Yeah, there might be a, I keep seeing the Queen of Wands reverse. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? Okay. All right. Something may get revealed to you this week, Scorpio. Now, I did see the Ace of Pentacles pop up, but it seems as though you're not moving on from something because you're in your head about something. You feel as though you can't move. You feel as though you can't make a decision or you can't move forward on an opportunity because of something. Let me see. Oh, that's the Queen of Swords here. There may be communication that comes through about this. Who the hell is that? Yeah, communication may come through about an opportunity, but I see it as though you're not going to move forward towards this opportunity because it may make you feel defensive, or whatever comes out about this thing will make you feel in your head about it. Like you may be self-conscious about something that comes through this week. What's the Queen of Swords here, please? What's the Queen of Swords here? Queen of Swords here. You're not walking away from something. I think you're feeling trapped. Like you feel as though something's gonna get revealed about okay. We are in the midst of Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde ends on August 11th or 10th, if I'm not mistaken. Be sure to look at the fine details in regards to something, possibly an opportunity that comes through to you, that will make you. And once you read the fine print of something, I think you will make a decision to not go towards it or to not walk away. But I just sense you not walking away from something or moving away from something this week, and you're making a clear decision to not walk away from something either. Like you feel as though like you have to nurture something, or you have to take care of something first before you move on to a different thing. I think you're trying to clear up any loose ends, but there's some type of unknown lack or I think something's gotta, I think deep down you kind of know that you can't walk away from something just yet until like something get cleared up, is what I'm sensing. Yeah, something got to get cleared up first before you feel as though you can move on from something or move away from something. And it seems as though you're having to think, you having to put on your thinking cap in regards to something, like get out of your emotions and actually put on your you're actually gonna have to get out of your emotional space and actually, you know, start being more clear and being more cutthroat, like head over heart. You're having to make a head over heart decision in regards to something, is what I see here. Because you feel as though you have to clear something up, right? You really do feel as though you got to clear something up before you can walk away from something completely, is what I see here, Scorpio. Right? Now let's go to Sagittarius. What's coming up for you this week, Sag? Possible opportunity may come through, but what's coming up for you, Sagittarius? Okay. Okay, there might be something that come through that you're not moving towards. I think you're no longer wanting to work on something with something or somebody. Yeah, I think you're moving on. Like you're trying to like set that spark back on fire. Why is the Page of Wands here, please? I think you're avoiding something. Yeah, I think I get it clear as day. You're not working on something. Like you're avoiding something because like you don't feel it being a genuine, it's not clicking with you, if that makes sense. I think you're not moving towards something. You're avoiding something. You're not working on something because it's not a direct fit for you, is what I see this week. What's the Three of Pentacles reverse here? Yeah, I think something might get revealed that something was like not fairly done, or not, someone did not work together in a way that they were supposed to work together with something, is what I see. Okay. Again, why's the moon reverse here? Too many cards. I think, okay, hold on. Hold up. Why's the Three of Pentacles here? Give me one more card. Why's the Three of Pentacles here? Yeah, I think like you're getting out of your head in regards to something. I think you're getting out of your head of what did not work out, and you're trying to like find your balance back in the situation. But something may get revealed to you in regards to like some type of, how does Three of Pentacles work? Something may come through for you this week that, okay, let me see. Why's the moon reverse? Give me one card. Why's the moon reverse? You're avoiding something. I think like it was a decision that was made that make you not wanted to, like, you know, okay. Why's the one more card? Why's the Tower reverse being? Why's the Tower reverse? Okay, you're avoiding something. You're gonna focus on like the things that actually connect with you. I think you're avoiding things that does not really click with you or does not necessarily resonate with you this week. Like I said, the moon reverse being clear, like the Three of Pentacles being clarified by the moon reverse, and the Two of Wands is basically telling me that you're making the decision to not go towards anything that does not resonate with you, and you're making a clear decision to avoid anything that does not necessarily spark that sense of optimism or that sense of like fortune, luck. Anything that does not necessarily make you feel driven inside, you don't want no parts of it. You don't want no parts of anything that doesn't make you feel like you have that it factor, that yes factor, like, oh yes, this works factor. I think you're not wanting to go towards anything that does not work for you or does not work in your favor in a way for long-term sense, is what I see here. So that's what I see here for you, Sagittarius. All right, Capricorn, what's coming up for you? Capricorn, it seems as though you're gonna feel in your energy. The Queen of Wands reverse, though. I think you're fighting something. Why's the Emperor reverse? Okay, you're not seeing something. You and somebody is not seeing eye to eye, is what I see correctly. Like, what I see clearly. You're not seeing eye to eye, and you're up in the air about whether or not you want to work on this or not. But you're not feeling as confident in yourself in regards to this. Why's the Queen of Wands reversed? Yeah, you're feeling like you hide. I think it seems as though you're hiding yourself to accommodate something or somebody. And it seems as though you're not being truthful with yourself in regards to something. Why is the Emperor here again? Why is the Emperor here? One more card as to why the Emperor here. Yeah, I think someone, okay, this can be somebody, okay, this can be relationship-wise or not. It doesn't have to be, but I don't think you sense that this connection that you have with someone is going to be long-term. Because it's not making you feel confident in yourself. It's probably not even making you feel like you can be yourself. And it seems as though you're treating yourself as a disservice with this in regards to the situation. Now, someone may be controlling in a situation. The Emperor here, I mean, it does make dominance, like power, boss, energy, and shit like that. But with it being clarified by the Lovers reverse and the Four of Wands reverse, I just sense that this is someone's ego is getting in the way here, and it's not making the situation any better. And I sense that you feel as though you're doing yourself a disservice by dealing with something that is making you feel as though you can't really be who you are or show up as who you are. And you feel as though you have to hide or you have to retreat in order to like make stuff work. Like you walking on eggshells is what I sense. Yeah, there may be also a third party situation, but I do sense that you're gonna, someone or something is gonna like, I think you, or this other person is just gonna put a button on it and just like not move towards something that, you're not gonna move towards something that does not necessarily click with you. And I think you're up in your head in regards to it, but I sense that you may decide to let something go this week possibly, but you don't feel as though you have it's not in your control to actually let it go, if that makes sense. So that's what I see here for you, Capricorn. I know that was strange, but I do sense like, you know, whatever this is, you shouldn't have to feel as though you have to smother parts of yourself in order to keep something around, or to keep, you know, you shouldn't have to feel as though you can't be yourself in a situation, is what I sense here. Aquarius, what's coming up for you this week? Okay, you don't feel emotionally fulfilled in regards to something. I don't think you feel the balance. Yeah, you're fighting you feel knocked off balance. Okay, one more card. What's coming up for Aquarius this week? Okay, I sense that you're confused in regards to something. You're not really getting a clear picture of something. Why's the Ten of Cups reversed here? There's too many cards. You gotta fall out the deck. What's coming up? Okay. Why's the Ten of Cups reversed here? You have to make a decision on whether or not you want to stick with something or you don't, and it seems as though you have to outweigh your options when it comes down to something. Why is the Seven of Cups here? Like, it seems as though you're not really able to make a decision. Yeah, I pulled this out. Yeah, you're not. I think it's in regards to like a connection that you're in, because you pulled the Lover's card and the Hermit card. Clarifying the Seven of Cups is the Hermit and the Lover's card. It seems as though you're trying to outweigh your options here, but you're just trying to see what will work for you long term. But I do see the Ten of Cups here, which is kind of confusing. It seems as though what was once a wish fulfillment for you is now feeling like it's not, and you're trying to weigh your options. Why is the Nine of Cups here, please? Okay, I'll take this. It seems as though you're having to defend. Okay, this is what I say. It seems as though you're having to like ask yourself, like, okay, this was once something that I actually saw, like, you know, like in the beginning how something is nice, and then like over time some stuff, if it's not meant to be in your life, you know, but some stuff just start to turn sour, and it's like you're trying to hold on to a part of something that was, And now it's like you're trying to come back to reality in regards to something. Like, okay, yeah, this happened before where everything was all fine and dandy, but now I'm starting to see that a pattern of shittiness happening, a pattern of stuff not working, a pattern of stuff not like really doing it. It seems as though you're like defense, or you just like in your like it just seemed like it's like a mind fuck, because you got the 9 of like what was once a wish fulfillment seemed like it's no longer something that is beneficial for you overall emotionally, and it seems as though you have to outweigh your options or try to make a decision on something that it seems as though you're just trying to make a decision on something, and it's like you're having to like retreat until you get that clarity. But I think what's holding you back is like looking at things from a past perspective versus like an actual present perspective. You're going based off of like, you know, what was, and it's like you're trying to defend the thought process, like, oh, I'm staying because of this is what I get from this, but then in return it's still not necessarily your full, it's not giving you the full picture of something, is what I see here. And it seems as though you're trying to fight, like let go of control of a situation because you feel as though it's out of your control. So that's what I see here for you, Aquarius. I'm sorry if that don't make sense, but I do sense that like it seems as though you're having to decide on whether or not you want to stick with something or just leave it at bay, and you're having to outweigh your options in regards to something. A lot of cup energy here, so you might be most so in your like your emotional energy versus your mental energy. All right, what's coming up for Pisces this week? One more card. What's coming up for Pisces this week? What's coming up for Pisces this week? Okay. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, one more. Okay, in a minute I'm about to just put the shit back in here. Okay, let me just put this back in here. Okay, we're gonna do this again. What's coming up for Pisces this week? What's coming up for Pisces this week? Ah. Okay. All right. So Pisces, it seems as though like you're disappointed about something, like something. I get drop the ball energy as well with you. It seems as though you're disappointed about something that you once had hope for. You once had like you once thought this was something that you wanted, and then now it just seems as though the things that you wanted had turned into a big ass disappointment, and it got you in your head about it. And it's like you're not really able to move forward in the way that you want to move forward because you're having to, it's like you're trying to figure out the disappointment that you're having with something or somebody. Why's the 5 of Cups here? Communication may come through in regards to the disappointment that you've been experiencing, you're trying to make sense of. Because it just seems as though you're trying to make sense of a disappointment that has transpired, but communication may come through in regards to this. Maybe a connection that, you know, fell through, or something that felt like made you sense a sense of lack. Like ever since this thing had left your life or disappointed you, it seemed as though you just felt disconnected. You just felt like you're stuck in the energy. You're just trying to figure out what the fuck just happened, or what the hell just happened. You know what I mean? What the fuck and what the hell is like two the same things, but one is just more of aggressive approach, which is actually the same. Anyway, why just start reverse here? It might be in regards to your stability. You may feel like you might be disappointed because like your sense of stability has been like, you know, shooken up, like your foundation has been shooken up. And it seems as though you lost hope on that foundation, but it seems like you may be feeling as though, yeah, you just feel, I think you're more so disappointed of like how unstable it made your life, and you're trying to find that stability in your life again, is what I sense here. What is the 8 of Wands here for? Can I get clarification as why the 8 of Wands? I think a decision is, okay, this was too many cards any fucking way. Hold on. I need one card. Why is the 8 of Wands here, please? Too many cards. Let's see what this says. There was communication about some type of deception that you've experienced. There's some communication coming in about some deception you probably experienced. It's not really giving me a clear more, which is one card. Why is the 8 of Wands here, please? Why is the 8 of Wands here? Why is that? Okay. didn't really want me to know. There's 8 of Wands here. Fuck. Okay. There may be communication coming in that restores hope in the situation. It restores some communication gonna come through as a wish fulfillment just to get you out of that disappointment energy is what I see. Because like something transpired that made you feel not so optimistic about your stability this week, but I do sense that there is going to be communication that come through, possibly in regards to a job opportunity, where you can feel as though you can get your stability back in check after experiencing a shakeup, so you can get out of that disappointment energy. So that's what I sense for you, Pisces, this week. Okay, I thought this was quick, and now I see that it's 40 minutes on the clock. So what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and do a collective reading for all signs this week, and then I'm gonna go on my weird way, go back inside. Okay. Let me go ahead and, because I also need to hurry because my phone battery, not my phone battery, it's not that, it's just more so my memory on my phone is not the best, but hey, it is what it is. I also gotta start transferring stuff from my phone to my iPad, and also put it on an external hard drive or some shit. All right, collective, what's coming up for the collective this week for the 28th through the 3rd of August? Can you give me a collective reading for all signs that I read for? Those that tune in whenever they come across the video, can you give me a collective message for this week for July the 28th through August the 3rd, 2025? What is the collective message I can give to the collective this week? Collective message I can give to the collective this week. Who the hell is that? Why am I so like chill? Okay. Collective message for all signs that I read for today, for the week of the July the 28th through August the 3rd. Can I get a collective message for all signs, please? Can I get a collective message for all signs, please? For July the 28th through August 3rd. Turn my shuffles. Ooh, 2. 3. Alright, what's coming up for the collective this week? 10 of Pentacles. What's coming up for the collective this week? Okay. Whatever this card. Okay. Collective. You're no longer going to be in the dark about something. Your stability, if you're worried about your stability is going to be okay. Also, I do see you're going to have a lot of options that come to you this week. Now, keep in mind, we are in Mercury retrograde, so I can read the 7 of Cups as also confusion or lack of clarity in regards to something, but it can also be read as options. So you may have options that come through that make you feel like you feel more in your stability, or you feel more like in control of some things. Why is the 10 of... Oh. I literally was about to say swords, and I was like, it's the 10 of Pentacles here. And the 10 of Swords have flew out. Something's ending, so... Okay. Don't worry. If something ended, just know your emotional balance is going to be back restored, is what I see here. What's the 7 of Cups here? Yeah, like, you can... Look, don't think that it's the end, because it's not the end of something. Like, you have the power to really get what you want. I hate the word manifestation. I don't like the... I don't really... Yeah, I'm not going to go in a whole spiel, but what I see here is, like, with this, it seems as though you're able to, like, make a decision in regards to something. Like, you're able to, like, choose from different things. Like, you don't have to make a final... You don't have to make a final decision on something. That's what I get. Why is the 10 of Swords here? Now, you may have felt in your head about your stability at this time. You may have felt in your head about your stability, and I do see the Ace of Cups reversed. Now, it could have been a third-party situation that has transpired that, you know, put the nail in the coffin for some people. Like I said, take what resonates. But it also can be a lack of coming together with somebody that basically was a false foundation or a false start in regards to something. Well, it's the seven. That's too many cards. Yeah, it seems like you're making a decision. Like, you seem as though you're trying to you're trying to figure out what will what will work for you. You're trying to see which direction you can take after, you know, whatever this is, whatever ending that is transpired. You're just trying to see what direction you can go next, what other things is out there for me versus like things that are not for me. Like, you're just trying to figure out what can you do. What's this? One more card. What's the Seven of Cups here, please? Well, two more cards came up. Yeah, I think you're just gonna wait and contemplate and figure, like, try to see through your options here. Something may get revealed to you, though. I do keep. Who did I get that for? Where someone's gonna get something revealed to you, but something's gonna get revealed in regards to something that may bring clarity to a situation, or that may put you in a sense of confusion in regards to a situation. So all I can say is just keep your eyes peeled and keep your ears peeled too. You know, you gotta be a little bit more nosy in regards to something. But I do sense that here. One more card, what, for the collective, please? You're gonna just focus on you this week, collective. Is what I get here. There may be something unexpected that happened. Something may be revealed. I do keep getting that for the collective. Something's gonna get revealed this week. That may put a nail in a coffin in regards to something. I got two tens. Tens is like completion, basically. Completions, because like it goes right back around. So I do sense that like something may be coming to an end, and it may be unexpectedly. So yeah, but just focus on, like, you know, you do have options here. Don't think that you don't have options, but until you get that clarity or you clear the fog, just make sure that you go into hermit mode possibly until you can make a clear decision on something this week. Okay, collective? So that's what I see here for you, collective. I hope that works. I hope everyone enjoyed this reading. If you like, please be sure to give me a like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye. This is the longest reading I've done. I'm shocked. I thought I was going to be in there for like 30 minutes, but apparently that's not the case. But anyway, see you guys later. Thanks for watching.